And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. They'll try to run forward with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I wanted to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And some room to run now. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Here we go, hey.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Browns.
Play action. It's Smith. Man open. Here is Jones. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Bengals.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 21-0. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
What now?
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend.
It's a new season.
As we
So
send you
both
down
of these
to
coaching staffs
Orlando, where
likely
Jonathan
making plenty of
Coachman has our
adjustments
EA
after their
Sports
first half
halftime
of football.
report.
So for the
Coach.
call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start. There he goes, right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Caught by Jones. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. On the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Throwing now is Geno. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So not only did they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
694.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bengals will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
No ball. Indy. 49, look up, 49.
After the interception, here's Smith. Slings this deep for McLaurin. This is intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that's complete to Adams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff.
50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Check 59, check 59, cover. Stay on the ball.
Looking to throw. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Up the middle with Barkley. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And they'll run again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Hey, go flip her up. Hey, it's a clip.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bengals. Saquon Barkley. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now Carr, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Now he's loose at the 40.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
They'll go to Barkley again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Suck up for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 42, Browns 7.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
White. Where's it hot?
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, this was not just